Hello, welcome to the review. Today we're gonna talk about 2 points. A very interesting review today is all about Vinnie and Lenny. Why I'm doing in my bedroom? Yes, indeed, it's on my bedroom where many things happening, where many things discussed, is where many things go on, and only two people can discuss about here on the bedroom. Well, this is not the first time story about a couple. This is a review that many of you might ask yourself, why I almost have chosen this topic today. Well, we have an example here. We have two examples. Yes, indeed, in a bed, in a double bed, these people been talking about love, care, and other things. Well, it's not only uh, Vinny, uh, Vinny and Lenny. There is other couples also went through a lot of things. Well, we have Yofi and Jenny is from Russia. The girl Jenny and Yofi is from Ghana. This is a dancer couple, almost close to Vinny, that is a fitness instructor, and Lenny is a social worker. And then we have Black in China. Yes, Black in China, very interesting one. A gentleman that speaks French, here from Africa, and a Chinese girl. Also, we have Sylvia and Corey, an American missionary family, end up in Kenya, and the daughter that is Sylvia, and build a relationship with Corey. And then we have one, the most, well, I'm not going to say words, is the Pakistani couple, you know. So we have these examples, and that way we're going to start our review. This is IAMOS. Welcome to the Africa Content Creation Reviews, Analysis, Comments, and your opinion counts here. Please don't forget downstairs on the comment box, leave your point of views. Well, this review today is divided in two parts. The first part is about Vinny and Lenny, and then we're gonna have the second. Well, the review today is about Vinny and Lenny, but this journey it didn't start with them only. Many other couples out there, as I have mentioned, also they went through. But is in this place here where love and respect proves time. Yes, indeed. Not only that, is in this place where time to time couples discuss life and endeavors that are out there. So the review today is a reflection, complete reflection, what I have been seeing, listen, and also what people usually think about. But let's go a little bit out of the box here. Let's look to something related, but out of the box, out of the country, out of the context, somewhere else. It is love. It is all about love. Love is blind. Love takes you to an unknown world. So let's walk in the park and discuss about Vinnie and Lenny. What is the mysterious in the box?
Well, here we are. Yes, indeed. Came out. The sun is around. It's summertime, but as usual, it can rain anytime. So let's carry on with this conversation. Well, what was misplaced in this relation? Well, there is a lot of things going on right now, flying all over. Everybody have their own opinion. Everybody's coming and put something, but nobody's looking to what was misplaced in this relation on the first time, on the first instance. And that is very crucial to understand in a relationship. When you look to others, interracial relationships, what makes that relationship strong and stood time. And here, what we see is just people building up comments and point of views from different cups of tea. But let's look at that now. None of the comments are out there online about what really happened to this relationship and what was misplaced. First of all, let me give you a retrospect of this relationship. Vinnie is a Kenyan and Lenny is German. Lenny met Vinnie in Kenya through friends, acquaintance, and she was in Kenya, just going around. She was doing something related to university course, that trip they do abroad, studies abroad, whatever, and met Lenny. And then goes back and thinks about Deep, a young lady bored of European lifestyle. Yes, this life here is very bored, time to time, and she chose to explore something unknown on her mind, on her heart. Some people say, oh no, she was just stupid or ignorant. She saw this guy full of muscles and everything. You talk about the black man, big D, whatever, this and that, whatever. But nobody was looking to the misplaced problem. Well, we have these couples like Yofi and Jenny. Yofi is from Ghana and Jenny is from Russia. And then we have the black in China. The girlfriend is Chinese, is from Cameroon, but speaks English. And then we have Sylvia and Corey, the traveler. And it's very well known in Kenya. It's a very well known worldwide vlog. Remember, Sylvia comes to Kenya by religion, affairs. And then we have the Pakistani couple. All these couples here, they have their own strong and valid points and misplacement matters. But let me start here first of all with what means misplaced. When you start a relationship, the first thing you check certain box, if all those boxes click. But not every time you look at that, because love it is love. Love is like air. You can breathe anywhere. It's blind. So sometimes you just throw yourself, think you will overcome or influentiate to turn around. And this is what all these people have been commented about, this relationship between Vinnie and Lenny. They are not looking what was there, it didn't work. or what was there and what was missing. Yes, what was there, it didn't work, none. Everything was there, the love, the commitment, the effort, but what was displaced, that they didn't see it coming. And that is the issue with many people. Just go out there and give their opinions from the blue with no reason, nothing. Just come and say, that guy is lazy, that guy is this. No, what was there, and many people didn't see, even Lenny, is the financial. Yes, in a relationship, the things, most important thing is what you do, how we gonna support ourselves in this endeavor of love, and how we gonna conquer the world. So Lenny relayed a lot on men, basically. Vinnie, she thought Vinnie, by come on this relationship, he will make it work, because he's a fitness boy. He might go out there and try to work as a coach, a personal coach or trainer, whatever situation Vinnie does. That's what in their mind, on the readings, what I have seen, what you saw it in most of the videos. But also was that translation that everybody does, even an immigrant does, is that the fact that you look back where you come from, where your currency is so stronger, and where you are, the currency is so weak, and then you say, oh, can I have a backup from mommy or daddy, or can I have a backup something I have? And that differential equation, where you see the currency $10, 10 euros, 10 rubles, 10 whatever money country, make a difference. And then you say, okay, I'm happy with this. But here, in this particular issue, I'm gonna refer something else where things was misdisplaced in the first instance. In the first instance, what was misdisplaced is the live conditions of Vinnie. Vinnie was living in a slum. Many people that went to Brazil got in love, build their life in a slum. I'm not saying Vinnie could not do it in a slum. He could. They managed, they survived, they've been there. But is the thing that Vinnie could not understood in the first moment, where he had to use that bucket for her to urine on the evening. And there is where everything fell apart. Not be able to understand what around me needs to be improved, needs to make better. What means that? That means I have to make an extra effort, an extra mile above my head if I want to be above water. There where the big challenge starts, is the inability of Vinnie understanding I can go out there, conquer the world, and make difference. He's young, full, he has accepted, he has came in, comment on. But it's not only that. How Vinnie gonna support this relationship? How Vinnie gonna support himself, the egos, the personal egos, to shine as a young man married to this beautiful and gorgeous German diamond lady? There is where Vinnie never thought about. Only just say, it is what it is. Let me take it and move it. There is. So let's look from here more deeper now. Well, here's something quite curious about them. Is she's been the brain behind everything. She's been the person who is trying to make things work, and nobody else thinking the resources that we have needs to be managed in a such way where accountability is not only love, accountability is the basic needs. So by Vinnie not coming out and say, Lenny, what about this? What about those options? What about me go find the work? You stay home and understand, or find some work online. You go online, try initiative. They call initiative. Be on top of the mountain, look to the surface and scratch around, say, I can do that, I can do that, and put yourself in a lower pedestal. And this is what Vinnie didn't saw it. I saw some comments from that guy, Nairobi Banana. Really is a banana. When you come out, not only Nairobi Banana, further others, when you guys coming out, you want to comment about somebody relationship or your point of view or whatever these people said in video, and then you want to take it for a piecemeal from different videos and put it together and say this is the problem, you made a big mistake, because each video is related to a different story, a different situation, different proposal. But is on base of this puzzle these people build it, and I watch everybody here, that it becomes an issue, is that she left, went back to German, whatever circumstances, I will not discuss that, and him just start doing some videos, and over suddenly went quiet. And this is paramount here. Here's paramount. Here's a key. What is really misdisplaced in this relationship? So what is really misdisplaced in the relationship is the financials. The financials. Lose a house, lose your belongings, and over suddenly be homeless, you don't have identity. It's like you don't have an ID or passport, you are just lost in somewhere, and you don't know what to do yourself. So when you look to Yofi and Jenny, a case of this Ghanaian and this Russian girl, there is a very important thing here to look into this relationship. These people, they went to live in Ghana, and before they moved to Ghana, they made sure they ticks all the box, and all the box, one of the box here was quite important. They have the support from both sides, from Yofi family in Ghana and Jenny's family in Russia. It's the same story here with the Lenny and Jenny. They should build a bond with the families, but all families are not the same. All families, they don't have this financial support, because the financial support is another thing, the backup. Like myself, I never have a financial support. I'm a child that been in the street. I grow in the street. I start my life on my own. As young as 11, I realized that I have to do for myself. I have to be my father, my mother, my uncle. I have to be everything. I was sleeping in the bridge. When I talk to my children, I sleep in that bridge. Those are my friends. When I introduce to them, they get shocked. Say, Daddy, these are your real friends. I say, yes, you live together and cook here. And that for them is shock. And there is, when you see Yofi and Jenny, they build a network that can support them. As a dancers, they build a backup financial network and TikTok and YouTube. And they look also in other resources to earn a living. Was that point there, earning a living, was not there in this relationship. And most of you stop talking nonsense rubbish. It's the strength of love been there. It is there. You can read on the face of Lenny. She's still in love. She knows she's committed. But it's the mullah that is not there to make things work. And the straw of this thing is the loss of a house after they went an extra mile to find this resource. Like when you look this guy Black in China. Black in China, it took him more than 10 years to build this relationship. More than 10 years. And look where he is. Go online and look Black in China. Now, I take a Chinese woman from China to Senegal to have a bath. But there is history there. There is that miscomponent. Many of you will not understand why does it this move. Because they built a relationship, they built a bridge. Was that bridge between Vin and Lenny miss? Let me show you. Not because of Lenny, because of Vin. The egos of Vin is where the things miss. The egos of me and my lifestyle and me and my family. What about the other side of the story? That mentality of us Africans see the other side of the story, the rich and they have better life. No, we can see from the videos that comes from Germany, the parents of Lenny are just normal, regular people. They go through life every day and survive. That is, on my point of view, as I know Europe, I've been travel, I know those people are not wealthy. Just they have luck, be in Europe, in Germany, but they face challenges. Yes, indeed, that is one of the things you need to consider. So, what else was misplaced in this relationship? Well, is what you have to look to Sylvia and Corey, the traveler. Is how Sylvia was very aware she was getting involved in that relationship and how that relationship will require some sacrifice. There is the problem of Lenny. She sacrificed so much, but not to the extent where she went out and dig to find a way where she could identify herself as a young woman or a young lady, future mother to be, a wife, whatever. And that is where the things make a difference here. When you look to Sylvia Bichanga, you see Sylvia Bichanga take her own initiative by default, comes from somewhere, from parents' experience, background. This is an American, come from missionaries, and they know the hardship of living in a heartland of America. And Vinnie does not come from the hardship land of Germany. She comes from the middle class. There is where the things never nobody saw it, the difference. Sylvia has gone out like anybody in any society. She forgot about what she was, that she was a white lady that in the African society it seems like ngulungulu. Ngulungulu means God. This is a South African way. Mulugu is a Mozambique way. Yeah? Yes, and then in Spanish they say Dios. In English, God. So she went and faced it like any other woman out there. Because what? Because she knew this is my man, this is my life, and this is what you and I bring to the table. This is the problem that Vinnie didn't see it. And Lenny just fell in because she didn't saw it before how this thing work. Because she comes from the urban, urban area. In German, rural, urban, as Germany is so developed. So, but what was quite interesting here in this relationship is Lenny managed to make every single piece she could find out there work, and try and try and try and try, but the egos of Vinnie, they didn't make work. There is a lot of things. You can give an example. They went build something for the parents of Vinnie. They went help that and this and that. Yes, indeed. But they went to Ayamara party. They took a car, they hired a car, they could go by bus, things like that. Small things where they could save, and but also was nice. They do that. We have to also not look for the negativity, the positivity. As a couple, Vinnie is taking his beautiful, gorgeous, and beautiful smile. Yes, Lenny, you have a beautiful smile and beautiful eyes. Out and a ride, an adventure. Many of other like the Rakstanis couple do, like Corey and Sylvia Changa do, like Lily's life in Thailand does with the husband, you know. But there's a parallel here where we have to also to say something very important. The breakup of this relationship is not your mouth, is not what you think, that you start come out here and start chasing subscribers and talk trash. No. More you chase subscribers, you talk trash about Van and Lily, God have something for them. This story is not yet over. Believe me, this story is not yet over. This story is going to bring a surprise, a 10, and a 10 that you will see slowly and bit by bit already how Vinnie is pushing himself to another level, and she also how she is trying to progress and avoid talk about these things in camera. So this is very interesting, and this year don't be fooled like that Nairo Banana or these other people that are out there and say, oh, this is what happened here, and you should be looking to and consider. No, you should watch this story very careful and very patient. Many people they will say things, but those things will not be what you think it is. Yes. Now let's look to the straws, what I call the pros and cons here. The straws here are very simple thing. Is how now Vin gonna make this thing work for himself. Well, this is a story. We already see somebody out there trying to help Vinnie, and Vinnie commit himself, redeem himself, and realize he was not prepared for this relation, and he didn't knew what he was throwing himself into, and that is good. It's good. But also is how the connection between Lenny and the motherhood connection here, the support that Lenny moms is given to her. I think off camera they might telling her you need to consider other options. You can't just throw it that way because somebody said or you think about. No, just open your mind, look out there, just relax and enjoy. One of the biggest challenge in relationship is when what is the mysterious around the interracial couples. Yes, this is a major business, major issue, or major thing to be considered. And time to time, people, they don't think about these challenges. So let me just briefly give you an idea what interracial relations are and what they face. Well, one of the things here is the mysterious around these mixed interracial couples are huge. Sometimes it's age gap, and other things is these adrenaline, this fire that people they have inside them, and to achieve and to make to work what others see impossible. This is the new world that we are, and this is the way the world gonna go. People make things impossible to work. We have the Mackenzies in Kenya is a good example. We have this the Pakistani couple is a good example. They are making the impossible to work because they have a willingness, and this willingness is what is the miss part on the relationship between Vinnie and Lenny. So that willingness is a fact of determination, but who's going to take initiative? There is the next stage. When you have a relationship, you need to be careful. You need, especially when it's interracial. It doesn't matter. We saw what happened to Ayamarwa in India with Priya, the fears of Priya, and we saw on the end many people come with the comments here say Priya was a winner. No, Priya became a loser, and you can see every day what's happening, especially when the pig got involved on the middle of the relationship, include Paulina. But nevertheless, those are past stories. Let's look here the positive side. What and this Vinnie and Lenny story brings to our attention. The winning part. What is the winning part? Is how Vinnie realized he needs to go out there and make a difference in his life. And the difference is him find what was missing in the relationship. And that is many of you don't understand really what the heck went wrong here. Not what the heck went wrong here, is what the heck these men could not figure out. Yes, this is a German machine. So this is what Vinnie didn't see it. This is what he didn't see it. A machine like this, something that lives time, something that survives time, something that endure life. A machine like this, you know, with the fiber that be sustainable, and that sustainability make a difference. And this is what this machine does. They call the VW. So as I say, that is a VW that you see is there more than 70 years. That machine design exists, and that is what the engineering of human need to find and discover themselves. There we find Ayamarwa is a case. Ayamarwa is a very, very interesting case that many people, they don't understand. They don't always criticize. But it's not Ayamarwa conversation here. It's a review about Lenny and Vinnie. Len and Vinnie, they should realize on the earliest beginning, when they start feel the pressures and the contraction in the relationship, what they could manage to make the thing work for them. And one of the things they didn't realize was the financials. Their financials was a matter, a serious matter. And here you start realize, yes, I need to look at myself and fix this matter. Yeah, many people are just praying for this relation be over and come and say, look how these things fail flat, how Kenyans, Africans, whatever, relationships, international relationships, especially Indians. I've been Indians, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and where's the other people? Arabs from Saudi Arabia. I'm talking about personal friends from those areas. They've been saying this, they're looking, they're watching in this relationship, Kofi, Yofi, and Jenny, Sylvia. They're my acquaintances. We watch in common different content. And then I called their attention. I say, look how Lily and this Thailand guy, I'm talking Lily, expert life in Thailand, as last. She is the one built the relationship. She is the one quit toxic relationship and went all the way the other side of the world and build a relationship. And these people, they have these beliefs of arranged marriage, racial, biracial, you and I, because we are the same race, whatever. I don't. My wife is from another country. I am from the other side of the world. She speaks English speaker, I'm Portuguese and Spanish speaker. And so I don't call this the end of the story between Vinnie and Lenny. I call this the beginning of something more stronger. Except you drive them aside and start building what I am Carol done with Dimwango and I am Marwa, David, and now the campaign is against Christmas lists and it goes forward. Is what Guatemala done also create a gossip about others. Not only Guatemala, Mrs. Trudy done or does copy and paste Tigress and so forth. So relationships will be complex and complicated. And don't see these people that do content creation, special Africans, behind the lens, they don't have relationship. Look to Mose and Ellen, the last video, when he's talk about the relationship with Sabrina. How he's trying to separate because people that come so intrusive. And this is one of the problems here. Be intrusive in the Vinnie and Len relationship is toxic. Like I saw this Nairobi Banana and others there. Let them judge themselves. Let Vinnie and Lenny make love happen. Love is blind. Now is up to Lenny lay the ground and say to Vinnie, this is the roadmap where we're gonna go. Oh, you come to this side here and go work harder, not the lavish lives and blinks, and wait and dream for YouTube content that not everybody, and pose in the camera every day, every time, and say thank you for the support, thank you for the advice, thank you. Take life as you now, Vinnie, start doing. Learning, you need to put off the camera and do real work and lay foundations for the woman, the love of your life. Realize you are real committed. but do it consistently to build confidence and trust on Lenny. That is what is here all about, not those things that you guys are just to want to bring in subscribers. Well, what is quite remarkable between Vinnie and Lenny is how both of them been a part of each other. They start to recognize, and there is more in life between them. And especially when Vinnie now comes and saying few words, you need to cater for a woman. You need to make sure you are a provider. And then you listen to Lenny say, I'm going through a healing process of my conscience, basically, and reflection that can be spiritual, emotional, intellectual, and so forth. That is huge. If you unify these both things, you realize what they're trying to tell you is not what you guys have been saying on the Vinnie channel on the comments. That is a scammer, that is a BCD, call him all the names possible, and go in a Lenny channel and praise Lenny like God. Well, whatever, never, I think it's too early for anybody to judge this couple, because you are the one will be surprised. See them laughed at you. There is a say out there, the last laughed is the one that's better. So don't write this off yet. This story is here to stay, and here for us to watch and learn. Also, we have our own mistakes in our relations. So let's move on to the second part of the video. Yes, indeed, the second part. Yes, the second part of the video. Welcome. This is IMO's first time I do a review 254 with two parts. Always I done in one personage on one figure, but today I just decide compile two personalities and complete different cases. And yeah, this is the home of African content creation, review, analysis, comments, and so forth. So who is the person? You're quite curious. I am Oz. Yes, who is the person? Well, indeed, the person is Dim Wango. Dim Wango later it became news, a buzz that even stole the limelight of Ayamarwa. Return from his successful trip to the south, the most south end of Africa, the beauty city, the mother city, Cape Town. Well, a beautiful trip, a beautiful journey, but here is something new. Yes, you call gossip, I call content creation news. What the hell is going on? I'm walking in the park. You can see beautiful day, sunshine. This is English countryside. Time to time you might get a surprise. Beautiful clouds there, but can rain. This is what England is all about. Well, many of you now become experts in law and YouTube guidelines and so forth. Before I go to the news, let me say something. Kenya, Mozambique, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Tibet, whatever is a country out there, they're sovereign countries. And each country have their own laws, their own constitution, and their own system, justice system. Most of these countries and their constitution defends the rights of integrity of their citizens to be respected and admired, and also be elected and also elect. But here is something quite interesting with ignorance that I've been seeing about the post that Dimwango throw out there, that she's seeking justice. A justice for those who spend 24/7 assassinate a character of a good citizen and making an ending with a image by characterized, demonized. Not only that, further insult. I'll ask you, why there is so many cases in court for defamation and misleading, corruption, and so forth, and more other things? Well, what I'm trying to say here, you have watched I Am Carol say with a full mouth, I know my rights. Indeed, you know your rights, but you don't know what behind your rights, the limitations of you go out and negate or discharacterize or assassinate the reputation or the integrity or an image of another human being on your own society. So, I am Carol. If you have watched the video of Jack Sr., I don't need to tell you what law is about. That lawyer or that person been tell you like what Modesta say to Masubu One. He can insult whatever when he wants. He choose. Nothing will happen to him. Welcome to Amos. The might of the law is not what you think, what your interpretations. I have done a video and here, and then I have explained that day was coming. I'm willing, to be honest, to go sacrifice myself and find funds and support Dimwango and see this case go through for one reason: to set up the record out there to all of those who bullying. One thing is bullying, insulting and disrespect somebody for no reason, just to make money. That is the problem here. The law must be clear. You can't take an advantage of other human being and make money by bullying, insult, disrespect, and go to a point, discharacterize that family and say whatever you want to say. Like, now there is no more talking town. Now somebody has come very glorious, say Ayamara is HIV positive. That is a crime. That is a crime. How you prove that? Well, I am not Ayamara, but I'm here to support Ayamara in that one. How that person knows, how that person is ever entitled to say that or disclose that if it's true. So only the might of the law. So I am Carol. Be clear here. The rules of guidelines of the YouTube are American law apply. YouTube is not a Kenya company or corporation. Those guidelines of YouTube are commercial guidelines for their business. They don't care, they don't give damn. Whatever and ever is out there is like the guy who designed a car and wanna sell a car. If you buy his product or you use his product, you're using your own risk and your own responsibility, not because of that person. Except that country where that car being produced, the government tells that person, you need to recall that car and rectify the problem. We have seen a lot of these cases here. And so, I am Carol. You can say whatever you want. I'm very pleased that Dimwango have courage and come forth, make this demand. Whatever happen from here forth, what the results will be, this is a reflection. You sitting out there reacting or doing content creation using other people materials to reflect on what means reaction, what means review, what means abuse, that you are inserting that person to make revenue for your personal well and enjoy life. So let's talk a bit more about this. The challenge here is people opinions. One of the things that call me attention is when I am Carol say here, ask Aaron Dante, is what she forgot it about that question last year when they asked her, why you don't come to America? Ha 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 ha, did you forget? When I ask you, when you're alive, why you hate so much the Ayamaras, and you said, you always talk bad about me, you're using me, you're abusing this. Here is a proof, is a receipt why you don't go to America. My sister, my beautiful and lovely sister from Kenya, put your foot in American territory anywhere in the world. Try it. Anywhere the United States have a judicial jurisdiction, try it. Make me a favor and prove us wrong. That's what Aaron Danton wants. He wants to catch you in a very awkward position, because he understood when he consulted with the Kenyans authorities and lawyers what was going to be the consequence behind, and the waste of resources you could face it to put you in a hot spot. It's a strategic thinking when you don't know how others work and how others choose to make your life difficult. When you say, I'm not being summoned, and you talk about the subject and say, I know my rights, how do you know your name? There is a problem. And that is what is all about. Be a step ahead of something different. I set the record. Here in YouTube, a president, you suffer bullying or being attacked for no reason, you can take this person to court. You can find that person. You can identify that person and challenge that person. And that is the dilemma of Masub One. Not understanding what is law because of his past history with the law. Run away does not take you far. You always end up coming back. Look the story of Pablo Escobar. the big mafia man. Look his story and read about him to understand how criminal minds work. And here is how you prove, as I am Carol, your criminal activities have been unraveled big time. And enough is enough. And the president is here to stay. You are shaking, but you're trying to say yourself you are stronger. And the question is the end of the story? Let roll the case. You guys can say everything you want. It's not you gonna be in court. It's not you being summoned. Please think properly what you're saying. You might distract but not influence the case. And here is a challenge that you need to understand. Enough is enough. And the call has arrived for Nyambowanzi. That village far away in the bush in Africa will make a difference in content creation. Africa. Thank you. This is Ayamos. Come over, man. Subscribe, join this channel, make reviews, analysis, also comment. Thank you. Bye.